Hi everybody, welcome to day 3 of Soul Pilates. We're going to come into a little meditation. So palms facing up, shoulders down, relax your neck. It's as if you're floating up and also anchoring down, grounding the parts of you that are in touch with the floor. Let your breathing soften and deepen as we allow ourselves to be inspired by the words of Michelle Obama. Success isn't about how your life looks to others. It's about how it feels to you. We realize that being successful isn't about being impressive. It's about being inspired. Look inside yourself and be honest about what you truly enjoy doing. You'll never be happy plodding through someone else's idea of success. Success is only meaningful if it's your own. Success is only meaningful if it's your own. Success is only meaningful if it's your own. Whenever you're ready, you can rest for a moment. When it feels right, open your eyes, maybe give yourself a little bit of movement. Whenever you're ready, we'll get started. So you have hip width the size of 2 fists between your feet and your knees. Your shoe size roughly, heels to glutes, and you can roll your back down onto the mat. Check in with your pelvis position. Imprint your spine onto the mat and arch your back. Imprint your lower back into the mat and then arch. Feel the difference between these 2 pelvic tilts, and then you can find the center for a neutral pelvis position. Lower ribs are heavy, so the middle of your back is against the mat to avoid flaring the rib cage and lifting off the mat. So tailbone heavy, lower ribs heavy. Hands onto the rib cage. Inhale and open the ribs out to the sides. Exhale, knit the ribs together. Can you keep your lower ribs connected to the mat while you do this breathing out to the sides and back in? So do 3 breaths. Whenever you're ready, hands by the sides, slide your hands towards the end of the mat, shoulders back, lengthening across your collarbones, tailbone heavy, lower ribs heavy. Some length in the back of the neck by nodding your chin in. Take a breath in. Exhale, front and back of the pelvic floor like you're holding in P, holding in wind. Scoop your belly to trace up along your back and knit your ribs in and down. Breathe into the side of your rib cage. Exhale, gently find the muscles of your pelvic floor, stopping yourself going to the toilet. Scoop your belly and knit your ribs. Breathe in and open the ribs out. Exhale, find your pelvic floor. Scoop the belly, tracing up along your spine and knit your ribs together. We'll get started when you're ready. Take a breath in. Exhale, switch on the core, tailbone heavy as you lift your right knee into tabletop. Keep the leg there. Flare the ribs and place the ribs down. Flare the ribs, place the ribs down. As your lower ribs press into the mat, you get some more length in the front of the neck and you can open across your chest by pressing your shoulders back. We're going to go marching from one side to the other with the leg movements, but you want to keep your lower ribs down so that this movement stays in the front and the back and the sides of the core, without us flaring the mid-back, which would make the mid-back and the lower back do this exercise instead. So keep that neutral spine, use the core. So we're going to tap and then swap. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Shh, shh. Don't aim to succeed in the future. Plan for the future. Invent the future. And live life on your own terms. Invent the future. Invent the future. When you're ready, left leg into tabletop with the right toes lightly against the mat and float your arms up to the ceiling. The left leg is up, so you're going to bring the right arm in line with your ear. And again, we're focused on how heavy the pelvis feels and your lower ribs staying down. So with the arm, make sure that these movements don't chunk together. You don't want the rib cage to move with the arm. Lower ribs are down and you get a stretch through the armpit. So then we swap. So take a moment for the coordination. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Invent your future. A call to chart your own course. Live life on your own terms. Invent your future. Invent your future. Both legs up into tabletop, 90 degrees behind the knees. Squeeze the knees and ankles together, hands up to the ceiling. You're going to stretch the legs up, feel that blood flowing down into the hips, scoop the belly, knit the ribs, feel the stretch in the back of the legs. Flex at the ankles and push through the heels. It's okay if your knees are a little bent here. You're just going for as long of a feeling as you can, that sense of length through the legs. Scoop the belly, knit the ribs. Now push your back fully into the mat, so we're imprinting instead of neutral. Start to lower the legs, but if you leave imprint, you've gone too far. You find your lowest point with imprint, and then we're going to curl forward. You're so focused on how heavy the pelvis is that your neck is relaxed. Inhale, we lower it all down. You're pushing your back into the mat. Exhale, scoop the belly, knit the ribs, and come forward. Inhale to lower it down. Make decisions based on what should happen. Make decisions based on hope and possibility. Make decisions based on what should happen. Make decisions based on hope and possibility. When you're ready, point the toes. Hug your knees in, rock your knees from side to side, let your head out from side to side. Take a deep breath in and out. If you'd like, you can reach your arms out wide and bring your knees from one side of the floor to the other if that suits you, but you don't have to do that. Come back to the center, place your feet down onto the mat. Give yourself that shoe size, roughly heels to glutes, and the feet are parallel. Press into your toes and your heels. Tailbone heavy. Pelvis neutral, lower ribs heavy, hands by the sides, shoulders back, lower ribs down. Take a breath in. With your exhale, use your lower abs, scoop through the core, roll your back into the mat. Press into the feet and start to peel your spine. Lower back one bone at a time, mid back one bone at a time, upper back one bone at a time. Now press into the feet and stretch your knees across the room so there's as little weight in the upper body as possible. Your neck and your shoulders are relaxed. Keep stretching the knees across the room. Tuck the tailbone under so this work goes into our bum muscles, our legs and our feet. Relaxes our back and as little weight into the shoulders as possible. Keep a stick along your spine. Keep the front of the hips open, and you're just going to lower slightly, tuck your tailbone to reopen the front of the hips a little bit more on the way up. Inhale and exhale, small movement, but you're really focused on the weight being in the feet. My potential success is limitless. My potential success is limitless. My potential success is limitless. When you're ready, lower halfway to the mat. Tuck your tailbone under slightly. You're going to rotate the hips now, so we're dipping the right hip. It's as if you're spilling water out the side of your pelvis, and just tap the right side of the mat. Inhale to center, but we're not coming into a back bend. You're nice and low. Then we tilt and rotate to the left side. So we're getting a twist through the spine, and you want to prevent one of the feet peeling. So keep both feet down. So the side you're twisting towards might want to peel, but you keep hip width between the knees. Inhale to the center and exhale. Inhale and exhale, moving the mid-spine, but you're focused on the feet. Success is not final. Failure is not final. It is the courage to continue that counts. I am worthy of success and prosperity. I am worthy of success and prosperity. I am worthy of success and prosperity. Come back to the center, stretch your knees across the room and tuck your tailbone. We have to find the midline again, so get your brain into the center line of the body, scoop through the core and knit the ribs. Take a breath into the side of your ribs. Exhale, lower down, upper back, one bone at a time, mid back, one bone at a time, lower back, and gently release to neutral. You're going to slide your right leg out along the mat, pulling the toes up towards the knee. Press into the left foot and now start to roll up, lifting into that shoulder bridge. There's a slight tilt at your pelvis, but that's okay. We're going to lift that right leg up into the air. The pelvis neutralizes. Point your toes and lower that leg down just until your heel tips melt through the spine nice and slowly, and slide the leg out. Flex the foot. Exhale, rolling up. Inhale, stretching the legs, squaring off the hips, point your toes. Exhale, lower down, the foot goes first. Lower the back and let the legs slide for length, and then pull the toes up. Exhale, rolling up. It is the courage to continue that counts. Make decisions based on what should happen, based on hope and possibility. I make decisions 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 based on hope and possibility. Getting ready for the second side. Center yourself. It may feel off balance because we were loading so heavily into the left foot. So load into the right foot, lengthen the left leg out and pull your toes up towards the knee. Exhale, you push into the right foot and peel your spine. The pelvis is a little bit tilted, but we've prepared for that. Inhale, lift the legs, stretching the back of the leg, squaring off the hips. Point your toes. Exhale to lower, feel the leg close to the ground or tipping the ground. Inhale to slide it out as you lower the spine and pull your toes up. You really focus on the strength in your supporting legs, so the glutes support you here. Exhale. Look deep inside and be honest about what you truly enjoy doing. Success is only meaningful if it's your own. Look deep inside and be honest about what you truly enjoy doing. Success is only meaningful if it's your own. Look inside and be honest about what you truly enjoy doing. Success is meaningful if it's your own. Success is meaningful if it's your own. And you can draw the leg back in. Hug your knees in. We've done a lot of work around the back, the pelvis and the legs. So we're going to come back into the core before we leave this position. So we always want to just balance out the body as well as relaxing the mind. When you're ready, center up, release your knees into tabletop, squeeze the knees and ankles together, float the hands and reach. Exhale, switch on the core, knit your ribs towards your hips and come forward into ab prep. Hands behind the head, give the weight of the head away, open the elbows wide. You want to keep your chest open. Scoop your belly, knit your ribs, the lower ribs press down, drawing the chest forward to release your neck. Squeeze your knees and ankles together. Rotate, right elbow to the floor, left toes tap and inhale to the center. Left elbow to the floor, right toes tap and inhale to the center. You can reach towards the end of the mat with the foot if the pelvis is steady, or you can maintain that 90-degree angle behind the knee. So whatever suits you better, and we're going to flow with our breath. Success isn't about how your life looks to others. It's about how it feels to you. We realize that being successful isn't about being impressive. It's about being inspired. Success is about how it feels to you. It's about being inspired. Come back to the center. Roll your shoulders down and hug your knees in. Rock your knees from side to side. Let your head out from side to side. Take a deep breath in and out. When you're ready, roll forward to a seated position. We're going to open the legs out a little wider than the hips and bend at the knees. Reach the arms out, but you're bending at the elbows, so it's like you're hugging a big tree position. Scoop the belly and knit the ribs. We're going to rotate towards the right. Now you're going to lengthen the right arm back. And as you stretch back with the right arm, feel how that opens up your chest and your shoulder. It's like a bowling arm in the opposite direction, hugging around. Inhale to the center and you bring that second arm in for the hug. Press down into your heels and your toes. Exhale, twist, reach back. Feel how much length you can put through the shoulder, the back, the chest. And inhale to the center. Can you sit taller every time you come back to the middle? So think about pelvic floor, abs, ribs. So this is going to help you to stretch the chest and stabilize the shoulders. When you're ready, exhale. Be honest with yourself about what you truly enjoy doing. A call to chart your own course and live on your own terms. Chart your own course and live on your own terms. Be honest about what you truly enjoy doing and live on your own terms. And come back to the center. Hands behind the back, interlock the fingers and just open up the chest after we did that hugging position. You can keep the knees bent, or you can straighten the legs out and pull your toes up towards the knees. Whatever feels better for your back, so adjust if you need to. You're going to reach the arms out to the sides, rotate as far as you can towards the right side, open up the chest, so it's like you're passing a piece of paper behind you. Then your little finger is going to get towards the outside of the knee, the ankle or the little toe. Again, the knee could be bent, so this could be softer through the body. So we saw and saw, but can you think more about the arm behind you? That can be tough for our brain because we just want to reach as far as we can forward. This opposite hip is going to stabilize your pelvis, so make sure it's not lifting. Both hips are heavy. Inhale. And think about the back arm. Success isn't about how your life looks to others. It's about how it feels to you. Everyone's journey is different. everyone's opinions differ. Opinions don't define your reality. And back to the center. You get a bit of toning through the arms there with the weight of your arms working themselves. You can relax the front of the hips. Take a deep breath in and out. Relax anywhere that you need. And when you're ready, you can go to one side with the legs or cross your ankles over and come through onto all fours. You have hip width the size of 2 fists between your knees. Knees under the hips, hands under the shoulders. Spread your fingers out nice and wide. Check your shoulder blade position, so sliding the shoulder blades together and apart. Sliding the shoulder blades together and apart. Find the center for neutral. Check your pelvis, so tilting up and down like the start of the class, but now the mat is no longer behind our back or free in space. Find the center. We can check that with the muscles, so just make sure there's no pinched skin in the back of the neck, so you're looking straight down, energy reaching forward through the crown of the head. Get your brain into the front and the back of your pelvic floor, holding in P, holding in wind. Scoop your belly to trace up along your back and knit your ribs in and down. That helps your shoulders to come into position. Draw the armpits down and soften the elbows. Lengthen your right leg back behind you. Reach through the toes, the ankle, the knee and the hip. Scoop the belly, knit the ribs. Keep reaching back and it will soften how much weight there is in the hands. We encourage a little bit of loading, but you keep your brain in the ankle behind you and stretch back. Inhale to tap, exhale to lift. Inhale to draw the knee in, exhale to stretch through the ankle. That's our pattern. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Inhale, tap, keep the pelvis still. Exhale, lift. Inhale, so see we're not doing these things. Keep the pelvis steady and exhale. When you're ready. There's power in allowing yourself to be known and heard, in owning your unique story, in using your authentic voice. When we share our stories, we are reminded of the humanity in each other. And when we take the time to understand each other's stories, we become more forgiving, empathetic, and inclusive. And when you're ready, you can draw that back in. You'll notice the side that wasn't moving, we really stabilized, so you feel the toning on that side that was steady. So let's swap it over. Left leg back behind you. Reach through the toes, the ankle, the knee and the hip. Scoop the belly, knit your ribs, melt your armpits down, soften the elbows. Strong through the center as if there's a sling here holding you up. Knit your ribs to protect your spine. Check your neck position, reach forwards and backwards. Put your brain into the ankle. Inhale, tap. Exhale, lift, maintaining your neutral back. Inhale, knee in. Exhale, stretch back through the ankle, a chance to reset. Inhale, tap. Exhale, lift, scoop the belly, knit the ribs. Inhale to the side of the rib cage. Exhale, reach, scoop the belly, knit the ribs. Inhale, tap. Exhale, lift. Inhale, knee in. Exhale to stretch back. So let's flow. When we share our stories, we are reminded of the humanity in each other. And when we take the time to understand each other's stories, we become more forgiving, empathetic, and inclusive. When we take the time to understand each other's stories, we become more forgiving, empathetic, and inclusive. When we take the time to understand each other's stories, we become more forgiving, empathetic, and inclusive. And you can draw it back in. When you're ready, you could come onto the elbows just to relax it out of the wrists. If your knees are okay with it, sit fully into a shell pose. Take a deep breath down along your spine. Exhale, fully let everything go. We're going to calm our vagus nerve a bit more, so that nerve associated with digestion, the gut, brain axis. So you're going to breathe in for a count of 8, hold for a count of 2, and breathe out for a count of 8, hold for a count of 2. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. hold, relax your neck. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, hold, relax your neck. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, hold. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and hold. Whenever you're ready, we're going to come to a side lying position, so you can take your time. If you'd like to mirror me, I'm on my left side first, so you could be on your right side. We're going to bend the knees and bend the elbows, so your hands are behind your head. If you need a break, you can always lower your head down. Otherwise, we have this diamond shape with the arms. Bend the knees out from your hips, and now we're going to create a diamond shape with the legs. So see how the foot lifts off the mat? The top leg will move more, but we do have this slight outward rotation with the bottom leg, with the foot of the bottom leg. So you want to make sure that your knees come on top of each other again and then open up, just to make sure we're not sliding backwards too much. So relax the shoulders down, lengthen the neck. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. Kindness is free. Smiles are contagious. Happiness is found within. Positive thoughts create positive things. When you're ready, we're going to lengthen out the top leg, and then we bend heels together, knees together. Inhale, stretch. Exhale and bend. This is tough work for the glutes and the hips. Inhale, stretch, some coordination, really connect the mind-body connection. Exhale, inhale and stretch, get that movement through the leg, that toning. Exhale, see how the ankle changes position. So you point, and then we start to bend the knee and the ankle and draw it back in. Positive thoughts create positive things. 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 And you can let it go. Those ones creep up on being tough on the glutes. We're going to do the same on the second side. So you can take your time swapping over. You can choose to relax the upper body position. Otherwise, we're just slightly propped up here with the hands behind the head. Draw the shoulders down, lengthen the neck. Knees are bent straight out from the hips to start with. And then we turn out. So heels together, toes apart, and make sure that your knee is not falling short of the bottom knee. You want them to stack to keep our hips a little more stacked as well, so we're not leaning too far backwards. So when you're ready, we inhale, heels together, toes apart. Exhale, you're conscious of the knees touching again. Relax the shoulders. Judgments are a confession of character. I become aware of how I am judging others and how I need to create that change within myself. I free myself of judgment. And we're going to add on. So we inhale, stretch the leg, stretch through the toes and the ankle. Exhale, you start to feel the knee bend, the heel bend. You have to find the heels and find the knees. Judgments are a confession of character. I free myself of judgments. I free myself of judgments. I free myself of judgments. I free myself of judgment. and you can let it go. It's nice to feel that work in the glutes while we're also relaxing. So whenever you're ready, we're going to come to a seated position again. Cross the ankles over, sit up nice and tall. Anchor your hips down to ground yourself through the floor. Reach the arms in 2 different directions. Draw the armpits down, lengthen through the neck, lengthen through the crown of the head. Scoop your belly and knit your ribs. Stretching through the wrists, feel that line, wrist, elbow to shoulder. You're going to turn your right palm up to the ceiling. Exhale over to the right, very little weight in the right hand. And inhale to the center. You want to keep both of your hips feeling just as heavy as each other. Exhale, so that's the challenge. And inhale. The only limit to the height of your achievements is the reach of your dreams and your willingness to work hard for them. The only limit to the height of your achievements is the reach of your dreams and your willingness to work hard for them. There is no limit to what you can achieve. There is no limit to what you can achieve. There is no limit to what you can achieve. When you're ready, we're going to side bend towards the right hand and we create this semicircle forward. Hips are pressing back while the arm reaches forward, so you free up your back. The second hand follows and then we lift. So a little rotation, that little forward reach, anchoring down through the hips. Inhale to open up. Exhale, push into the pelvis and reach forward. Inhale and exhale. You can't make decisions based on fear. Just do what works for you, because there will always be someone who thinks differently. Always stay true to yourself and never let what somebody else says distract you from your goals. Be honest with yourself about what you truly enjoy doing. Be honest with yourself about what you truly enjoy doing. Be honest with yourself about what you truly enjoy doing. And come up and out, and you can relax the shoulders. We're just going to do a little hip work before we extend the back. So we're going to come to like a lunge position. So if you want to start with the right foot in front and the left leg behind, give yourself some space, but that distance is up to you. It depends on how good that stretch feels for you. And you can have the toes curled under or straight back behind you, so whatever suits. Right foot in front, left hand onto the ground. Right hand is going to reach backwards. You're going to push down into your big toe on the inside of the foot and just get this nice nerve flossing through the outside of the leg. And then we come back in. You keep reaching back through the arm, less weight in the bottom hand. Inhale and exhale. Mobilizing ankle, knee, hip, stabilizing through the big toe. Inhale and exhale. And if it suits your neck, your head could look forward. So adjust if you need to. Nice and relaxed. I am still a work in progress, and I hope that I always will be. I am still a work in progress, and I hope that I always will be. And come out of it. Option to repeat that or come onto the outside of the foot. So we lift the inside blade of the foot, go onto the outside blade of the foot if this suits your knee. So now we really feel that flossing through the outside of the leg. I am still a work in progress, and I hope that I always will be. I am still a work in progress, and I hope that I always will be. bring the hand back in and press into the inside of the foot just to reset that connection up through the leg. You can go for a little stretch back through the middle of the hamstring, and then when you're ready, we're going to swap sides. So hopefully you feel nice and free in that hip, and we'll do the same on the other side. Press down into the inside line of your foot. It's the left foot in front, so the right hand stays down, but we're so focused on reaching back with the left hand that there's less weight in the right hand. Press it back and inhale, exhale to come back in. Press it back, push into your big toe and come back in. And it's up to you how straight the knee goes, so we never force anything. And you can adjust your head position if you like, so make it suit you, and you can rest the hand if you like. Whether you come from a council estate or a country estate, your success will be determined by your own confidence and fortitude. Your success will be determined by your own confidence and fortitude. And come out of it. Option to repeat that or come onto the outside blade of the foot. You'll get more of that flossing. If there's any like electrical impulses through the leg and it annoys you, place your foot back down or make the movement smaller. Stop if something feels wrong, always. So when you're ready, we rotate backwards. Inhale and exhale. Success is only meaningful and enjoyable if it feels like your own. It does not matter how it looks to others. Success is only meaningful and enjoyable if it feels like your own. Come out of it, place the foot down. You're really focusing on the big toe and the inside line of your foot, and then just press it back. So think about the middle of the leg getting down through the hamstrings. Bring your hips forward to increase that stretch, and then when you're ready, you can come forward and we'll let it go. We're coming all the way down onto the belly for some extensions. Relax your shoulders, reach back through your toes, ankles, knees and hips, tuck your tailbone, press into the front of the legs. Get your brain into your pelvic floor, abs and ribs. So create this co-contraction between the back and the front of the body. It's as if you're trying to scoop your belly button away from a thumbtack. Now we're going to open the elbows and the arms out nice and wide, but your elbows are on the floor. Spread your fingers wide. Your elbow is in line with the shoulder or a little bit lower, just not higher. So we're going into our mid and upper pec muscles. And get your elbows as far away from your shoulders as possible, and then glue the elbows down so you already feel a stretch here across the chest, the neck, the upper back. Shoulders down, push into the front of the legs. So see how I'm trying to scoop my belly away from the mat. Now you press down into the elbows and peel. So you're pressing down while you're pulling up, and it's releasing your chest muscles. If it's not, reset, get the elbows further out, glue them to the ground and start again. Shoulders down, inhale to peel. You should feel a soft tissue release across your chest, and exhale to lower. So it looks tiny, but we're feeling a lot of rehab here. Shoulders down, inhale to peel, aware of your pelvis, exhale to lower. Elbows down, press into the little finger and the elbows. Instead of letting your hardships and failures discourage or exhaust you, let them inspire you. Let them make you even hungrier to succeed. Instead of letting your hardships and failures discourage or exhaust you, let them inspire you. Let them make you even hungrier to succeed. When you're ready, bring the elbows a little bit closer, but not cramming in. Just bring them in slightly, spread the fingers, and now you can press higher, releasing the elbows. If you've come too high, move the hands out further, so further up the mat or further out to the sides, and you won't come as high, so you can adjust. Shoulders down, lengthen up through the crown of the head, reach back through the legs. Elbows go out to the side, so you open across your chest. Elbows go down onto the floor, planting your shoulder blades against your rib cage, and then you lift your legs. Inhale to peel. Exhale, you tease it out with the elbows. Lower down, lower through the spine, and lift and reach through the legs. Inhale and exhale. Failure is an important part of your growth and a way to develop resilience. Don't be afraid to fail. Failure is an important part of your growth and a way to develop resilience. Don't be afraid to fail. And you can let it go. Hands behind the back, interlock the fingers, bring the feet together, stretch through the legs, tuck the tailbone, scoop the belly, knit the ribs, and just open up your chest and lower down. Keep reaching back through the wrists and the elbows. Don't make decisions based on fear. Make decisions based on hope and possibility. Make decisions based on hope and possibility. And you can let it go. Press back onto all fours. Allow your back to adjust. We're going to come to a seated cross-legged position. Whatever you naturally did there, just swap the cross. So we'll just balance out our hips over time. We're going to come into a little meditation before we finish. So palms facing up, grab a pillow or a blanket if you like, and you can have it ready for your class as always. Shoulders down, strength and length through the spine. We feel all the support from all the muscles that we've been using. Relax your neck. It's as if you're floating up and also anchoring down, grounding the parts of you that are in touch with the floor. Notice your breathing. Allow yourself to breathe deeply and easily. Notice the parts of you in contact with the floor. Feel the strength through your spine. All the muscles we've worked supporting your seated position. Success is not final. Failure is not final. It is the courage to continue that counts. I am worthy of success and prosperity. Success is not final. Failure is not final. It is the courage to continue that counts. I am worthy of success and prosperity. 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 Whenever you're ready, you can rest for a moment. When it feels right, open your eyes. Maybe give yourself a little bit of movement. And we're done for today. Thank you so much for joining this Soul Pilates class. I hope you're finding the day's layer, the affirmations layer, and build up and create this just sense of well-being within us, that mind, body, spirit connection. As well as the Pilates class, we're working our brains out a little bit through these affirmations. I hope you're loving it as much as I am. So in tomorrow's class, I'll be using affirmations from the wonderful Brene Brown. Thanks so much, everybody. I'll see you on our next class.